Okay, I have pretty much of a zigzaggy career that led to this point, but I was a journalist, always in print journalism for 17 years. I pretty much had every beat that you can have. Started out as on the cop beat, covered City Hall, was an investigative reporter, covered health, oversaw education coverage, business coverage, all of that. At one point ran half the newsroom as an editor.
Bustos left journalism and entered communications, working for a healthcare company. Then she jumped into local politics and served on the city council in East Moline, Illinois. That led her to run for Congress.
It's maybe a lofty goal, but and I hope it's not idealistic. I hope we can make this happen, but is really just making sure that we represent the district in a very honorable and honest fashion. Make sure that we look at government as a way to help. I don't see government, I don't see Congress as the enemy. I see government as a tool to be able to help people. And that's a driver for me.
She has balanced her job and family for many years, but it wasn't until her sons were grown that she chose to make the leap to federal office.
My kids now are grown. My youngest son is 22 years old. I have 3 sons. I now have 2 grandkids. And when my kids were young, I don't think I would have been in a position to have been able to run for Congress.
Bustos says she could only be successful in her career because she and her husband have been a team.
I'm lucky in that I have a spouse who does all of our cooking. It's not my talent, and it happens to be his. We very much share the workload at home when it comes to all the stuff that you have to do to make your home functional. And if you don't have a supportive family, I don't know how anybody could do, not just run for Congress, but to be successful in whatever their careers are. You've got to have that support.
Bustos wants to bring that level of cooperation to Washington.
I think the American people are crying out for having not just their own representative in Congress, but for Congress as a whole to work together. We heard about it everywhere. So what I talked about is how do you make that happen, and how as a new member can you play a part in helping Congress work together? So what we said is that before I'm sworn in, I will reach out to every new member of Congress, whether they be Democrat or whether they be Republican.
With that bipartisanship also comes some friendly ribbing.
I've met several of the Republican spouses, and I jokingly said to a woman, her husband represents upstate New York, and we had the wife and I had a very nice conversation, and I jokingly said, I said, geez, you seem more like a Democratic spouse. You're a lot of fun. And her husband heard me saying this, and he said, yeah, she is like a Democrat. She spends like a Democrat. I said, okay, we're getting into stereotypes here, but the point is we're people.
Bustos hopes being part of the most diverse caucus in U.S. history will allow her to do just that.
You saw the number of women there. You saw the number of Latinos and African Americans and Asians. It's great. It's such a great reflection of America, and a great reflection of the district that I represent now. And I loved it. I think if we can reflect America, and keep in mind, if we truly do that, that's going to be 51% of the members of Congress will be women at some point, if we're truly going to reflect America.